Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? Just wondering what you're up to. Want to know if anyone's having a hard time or a good time. Or if you're just hard having a good time. This stuff is all important. You want to chime in and say something? Go ahead and chime in and say something. Mama Cookie says the volume is good. I want to welcome all to my chat. Roadhog Kennel, hello, how are you? Texas GT, hello, how are you? Welcome. Don't mind me. Allergies acting up. Or who knows, who cares? Jenny O'Brien, hello, how are you? It's nice to see everyone coming in tonight. Nice to know that people are, well, bored like I am. Hello, Lisa Smith. Thank you for coming in. And as you noticed, you're all moderators on my channel. Still, I haven't taken away any wrenches. I don't plan on taking away any wrenches. Mama Cookie's in there hacking the cough and smoking a cigarette. I told her to stop. She don't listen. She'll keep smoking cigarettes. I need to check something real quick. Because unfortunately, I can't tell whether or not I have a good picture here. Let's see. We're going to check it out. We'll go to Old Bouncer Slabs channel. Make sure the volume is all the way down. It says I'm live. I got a notification. And it looks okay. And we'll make sure everything's working okay tonight before we start going off. Okay, we're good. Round Valley News First says it's never good. Diana 393, hello. Let me fix you here, give you a new set of clothes. Now you got a new set of clothes. Now you're protected from my asshole moderators. My asshole moderators are like a virus. If you don't have blue around you, they might zap you, so now you're blue. I pride myself in having asshole moderators who are all great people, by the way, but they're assholes just like me. Who else would listen to this guy talk? Get this thing shut down here. There we go. We cleared that out. Craig Terrell, hello. Craig Terrell says, me. I don't know if you're an asshole or not, Craig. If you are, you are. If you're not, you're not. I don't know if any of y'all are assholes. I know I'm an asshole. Okay? This is my own little I'm an asshole chat. I should have probably titled it, I'm an asshole. But I'm not going to sit here and harp and whine and rave about these e-beggars and such, you know. I guess right now I can't complain about it because, well, they're indoors, so they got to do something. So they might as well e-beg. Even if they know better, they just got to e-beg. One minute they're telling you a sob story, the next minute they're drinking a whole bunch of booze and carrying on and acting like a bunch of idiots because they ain't got no money. Well, if you ain't got no money, asshole, you wouldn't be getting drunk live on camera. Okay? So there's my kudos to you and kiss my ass. And I'm talking about that green boy whack job and that old Taxi 7, you know, talking about some of the people who claim they're freedom fighters and they get themselves in trouble and then they beg for help to get out of trouble. But, hey, Vet Tech Kimmy says she's making her way to bed. What are you wearing, Vet Tech Kimmy? Are you wearing sexy clothes? Or are you just trashing it and just crashing it. I don't know. Well, I know one thing. Things are changing rapidly throughout our universe and our world, our planet. And yes, more people have been getting sick. Now, is it more people than were getting sick last year? I'm not too sure about that. But is it more publicized than it was last year? Well, most definitely. You see, the lamestream media has made sure, and they made it a point to get this out there because they don't have any other stories to report on. They can't report the truth, so they're going to report whatever they can. And truthfully, being that there is a virus out there, they're reporting it, but they're not being truthful about it. As a matter of fact, there's so many misidentified ailments out there being called this CV-19 that it is pathetic. And I would hope people are paying attention close enough to know, especially the ones who are being put on this list. And, well, just stay healthy as you can. Be safe. Don't be afraid to get some fresh air, folks. Now, if you live in a big city, I don't know what to tell you. But if you live out in the countryside or somewhere where you can get out in the woods or out in the fresh air along a stream or river, whatever, and there's not a bunch of tampons and condoms floating in the water, go out and get yourself some fresh air. It's a good thing. You got to prevent yourself from catching a fever that's even worse, called cabin fever. And that is when you start despising the people around you and hating everything in life. You don't want cabin fever. Cabin fever leads to domestic violence and abuse. And I don't want anyone to get cabin fever. Pneumonia, staph infections after being treated in the hospital. Roadhog says, hello, Kimmy. Jenny said hello, true to Mama. Now, today we went out, did a little bit of grocery shopping. We hadn't been out in a month. We go and do most of our shopping once a month, depending on how we feel. And I have to tell you something. A couple of commodities that I could not find in the regular stores were toilet paper, macaroni and cheese, pasta, flour. There was definitely no abundance of sugar. Impossible to find any soup bases. You didn't see any yeast in the store. There was plenty of fresh fruit and vegetables, the stuff the people should be eating. That was what was there. But they were buying all the stuff that lasts a little bit longer, I guess, but has absolutely no nutritional value in the long run, or it's just not healthy. So, my opinion and take on that. I went shopping, and I learned that people are idiots. Now, Mama and I go do our shopping about once a month. Because we keep an adequate supply of most things on hand, we go out once a month to get the things that we might be running low on. And of course we ran into the idiots who say, oh, look at these people, they're hoarders. And I said, fuck you, buddy. I'm not a hoarder. I do this once a month. I've done this once a month for 20 years, and I don't need your fucking input. And if I needed any fucking lip from you, I'd rattle my fucking zipper, so shut the fuck up. End of subject. Dirty looks, walked away. Now, Mama and I were busy. We figured, well, we are spending a little more time indoors than normal, which I hope a lot of you are spending a little more time indoors than normal, just to be safe. We want you to be safe. We want you to be healthy. And we came up with a stupidity idea tonight, and we decided to start a eBay. Yeah. So we set up an eBay account. We're going to put a few things on the eBay and see if we can make a couple extra bucks that we're missing out on when we're not out and about. Because if anyone knows me, they know that I'm a bottle collector, bottle digger, antique collector, antique seller, and I have not sold shit in 1 month. Nothing. Because our stores are closed. The markets are closed. Everyone who lives this way is suffering the same way. Nobody has anything going on. So we decided to do it. Will we sell things? We don't know. We're going to start out, put 10 items on, and see where it goes. Hell, worst comes to worst, I might have to sell Bubbles. Yep, I might have to sell Bubbles. And his Happy Potato. I mean, I don't know. At this point in time, Bubbles and the Happy Potato might bring joy to someone's heart. Yeast, that's what she said. Hell, well, Texas GT, don't turn those away anymore. You might need that to make some bread and some alcohol. Well, as far as saving money while being at home, we have been actually going out and doing a little hunting for mushrooms, a little foraging. We've gone fishing. And, of course, now we can't get any bait other than the bait I picked myself because the bait stores are closed. Yeah, cool, authentic slab artifacts for sale. There you go, Morano Valley News. And I have some pretty cool stuff. But anyway, what I was saying is, so we've been out and about, and gas is cheaper than it's been in 10 years. But we're not seeing a lot of other people out there. I guess a lot of people are afraid to die. Now, unfortunately for old Slabby, he's not afraid. My bucket list was filled out years ago. I'm older than I look. I've done everything I wanted to do, except my last two kids. I haven't watched them graduate yet, but now they're starting to get homework again on the computer. So they'll be driving Dad crazy for a while, but I'm going to have to cope with it. So there will be a little bit more indoor time than I am accustomed to because the kids will be doing their homework on their Chromebooks from school. Will this become... Well, it's going to be a little bit of monotony. Let's just put it that way. Give me a TB virus, tuberculosis, yeah, or a typhoid. Hey, you get some typhoid or some malaria, that's pretty bad too. Eagle's expensive because the eagle knows. Well, everything is expensive, Roadhog Kennel. Everything is expensive. And when you're looking for it and it's not there, it becomes more expensive. We noticed something today that I thought I would never say in my lifetime. An 18-pack of eggs was almost $5. A dozen of eggs was over $3. Now, just a couple weeks ago, they were $2.49 for 18 and $1.19 to $1.29 for a dozen. So evidently the chickens are afraid too, because they're evidently not laying the eggs because the egg price went way up. Or someone's fixing prices that aren't being paid attention to. It's a little ridiculous. But I will tell you this. The only thing I did notice an increase in price in was the eggs. Okay? I mean, I want to give you the happy point of this whole situation. We went out and the eggs were crazy. The eggs were insane priced. But everything else was pretty much still the same. Although the toilet paper on the shelves were limited, there was plenty of paper towel, and hey man, that's a bigger sheet if you're going to wipe the old butthole. There were napkins, but there wasn't really, toilet paper was pretty much non-existent. I guess people are living off the toilet paper. And what I can say about this is so weird, but why buy so much fucking toilet paper if you're not buying food? Because food's what makes you shit. You gotta eat to shit in order to use the toilet paper, so what are you keeping that toilet paper for? Cushioning? I mean, what the fuck, okay? Just an opinion here, just an opinion. But I wanted to come in and tell you that. I was giving you a little, well, it wasn't really advice, it was information on what I noticed. So if you get a chance to get to your local stores, get your eggs. Because eggs are higher than gasoline right now. Eggs are 3 times higher than gasoline right now. Yes, fucking eggs. Milk didn't change. There's still bread on the shelves, but the fucking eggs cost more than gasoline. Eggs. What do they know that we don't know? Is this virus going to affect our poultry? Chicken prices are incredibly low, like all of a sudden they started slaughtering tons of chickens, but the eggs are fucking expensive. I just want you to think about that for a second while I take a sip out of my adult beverage. Okay, I had a sip. All the gallons of milk were gone at Walmart. Well, that's strange. We got milk everywhere around here. Of course, now I am in Pennsylvania, as you all know. And I guess Pennsylvania is one of the dairy states. Hold on, I'm going to cough. I didn't want to give anyone anything. I want to let you know. So you can back up when I cough. I kind of had that beer go down the wrong hole. Kind of embarrassed about that. I almost choked my death to myself here. Lisa says she eats eggs every day. Well, I hope you got your own chickens. Now, Buddy was becoming very resourceful for me today, and he is going to go to his friend's local farm and get us some of those brown eggs, which we can get for about half the price of the eggs in the store. Have never heard of any issues with his eggs, so we'll go that way. Yes, eggs are incredible. I don't know what to tell you. Eggs are incredible. But I did notice something today. Ray Z drinks gas. I have gas frequently. Raisins. Eat raisins. Get gas. Cleans you right out, too, by the way. But then you need more toilet paper, so be a little careful on that. If you're being conservative, don't eat too many raisins, because you will need more toilet paper. But back to the story. I don't even know where I was at. But yes, the eggs are high priced. And if you can get them, get them. I'm going to prescribe something like a doctor, but I'm not a doctor, so let's just call me Dr. Dum Dum. I'm going to prescribe something. Buy some powdered milk, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's expensive, but buy some powdered milk. If you can find a powdered milk, buy some powdered milk. And that will save you from having to go to the store unlike you would. Well, it's just unbelievable. And the powdered eggs, I'm going to tell you, they smell a little bizarre. They remind me of fish. I made some cornbread with powdered eggs the other day just as a test. I was going to do a video of it, but I made some cornbread using powdered eggs. Now, the batter itself, once I put the eggs in and dissolved them, it smelled kind of fishy. You know, it had a fish smell to it. And my daughter said the same thing. Dad, they smell fishy. And we tasted it, and it kind of tasted. It had the taste of the smell you get in the air when you're cleaning fish. But when we cooked the cornbread, it was marvelous, and it was not fishy. So do not be afraid of the powdered eggs. Just make sure that when you read the ingredients, it says eggs, and not a whole bunch of other shit. Just the powdered dehydrated eggs. The census virus, yes. I've been waiting for my census papers. They've been saying they're going to send them. I finally got a code. I might do an online census thing. But once again, as far as the census is concerned, I am only going to answer the number of people in my household, the ages of the people in my household, and as far as other things, I'm going to plead the fifth because it's none of their fucking business. They don't need any other personal information other than the age and the amount of people that live in your house. That's what the census has always been. Number of people, ages, sex, female, male, blah, blah, blah. Not what color, how many color TVs do you have. That's not important. And it doesn't matter what kind of fucking shoes you wear, so the census can kiss my ass. Greg Terrell is making a face. Evidently, he does not believe in the powdered eggs. He has evidently never spent any time in the service or in the airport. Big Tim Hill News, hello, how are you? Nice to see you. Better than powdered eggs, Ray Z says. The guy, I already looked into it. Wait, what's better than the powdered eggs? A can of Spam. Well, we did buy some Spam today, Ray. We actually found Spam on the shelf, but we could not find a single frickin' can of corned beef hash. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, no corned beef hash on the shelves in the stores. And we couldn't find the ham base that I use for my mixture for my salmon when I smoke the salmon, which I will be doing some smoked salmon here within the next day or so, because I happen to have a little knowledge on a store that was out of the way, and I found my ham base at that store. And thank God they had it. I'm very good, Tim Hill News, and I'm glad to hear that you're good. That's important. Morano Valley News agrees on the census statement. Yes, they ask a lot of stupid fucking questions, okay? The census has to do with numbers. Look up the term census, Google the census. It has to do with the number of people in your household, their sexes, and their ages, and that's pretty much it, okay? The race is important, I guess, but the sexuality is unimportant. Do you have any bisexual people? Who the fuck cares? They're fucking people, man. You know, if there's 4 people living in your house, there's 4 people. If there's 2 guys and 2 gals, there's 2 guys and 2 gals. If you want to give the ages, you give the ages. After that, don't ask me another fucking question. And don't tell me I'm breaking the law for not fucking filling out your fucking information the way you want it. It's NA, not applicable. I plead the fifth on your stupid fucking questions. Okay? That's me. Sentences and the middle finger, and yeah. But anyway, we have our friends here tonight. I see there's a few people in here visiting, which is really cool. I'm glad you guys had time to stop in and listen to me rant and rave about stupid shit. But you did see the title, so you know that this was all about a changing world. And when it comes to a changing world, I want you to know something. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to harp this till the day I die. Ever since I have noticed more people indoors and less traffic on the highways and the roads. And as you know, I go out and about, and I'm out in the woods, but I'm always pretty close to a road when I mean, you got to use a road to get there, right? Well, I've been noticing more trains than ever. A lot of trains. And they've been carrying a lot of military vehicles on them going through. Now, in general, there would be 45% of the population out driving around. But lately, it's 1, 2, 3%. It's low. So there's less people to see this activity going on and less people to question what is going on and what is the reason for all of this military equipment being transported. As well as the 37 yellow tank pumper trucks that I watched go up the highway. And I know they're pumper trucks because I grew up in a mining area and we used the pumper trucks to pump slurry out of the explosive trucks. But these have their own tanks, so they're pumping whatever's in those tanks out with the pump that's attached to the truck. And why was there 37 of them going? Well, they were heading towards New York from here. You see, those are chemical spraying trucks. I want to know. One day I see military vehicles being transported on trains. The next day I see 37 pumper trucks, chemical trucks, going up the highway, the interstate. Now, is it just me or something different than what it's been? And am I right when I say the world has changed? Rosie Wren, hello, and thank you for coming in. And as you know, I visited your channel, and I hope you're happy, and I hope everyone visits you. I don't know if everyone can tolerate you, but if they can tolerate me, they can tolerate a lot, young lady. So hopefully they can tolerate you too. Big Tim Hill News is always here, waiting for people to stop in and say hello. He's always looking for new friends. Big Tim is like, well, he gets his rocks off on numbers. Not picking on you, Tim. We all like our numbers. And Tim says he still don't know what's going on. And if you go to Big Tim Hill News and watch his first video, it is quite evident that this man doesn't have a clue. He has no idea what is going on. And he will tell you, I have no idea what is going on. The whole time he makes the video, he has no clue what is going on. As a matter of fact, he just seems like he's talking and has no clue that he's even making a stream or a video, because he had no clue what was going on. Is it funny? To an extent, it's funny. Is it interesting? Most definitely, because the guy had no clue what was going on, but he was doing a wonderful job. And I won't ever say he wasn't. It was great. But anyway, I was watching the president talk, and I noticed a change of momentum. You see, he's changed his ways and his thoughts about certain things, but he is also being very, very positive. He is trying to reflect a positive idea and attitude towards every man and woman and child on this planet. He wants you to look forward to something. He's not all doom and gloom. But if you watch the lamestream media, of course, you know it's all doom and gloom and dead this and dead that, and these people died, and this person's sick, and this one died, and blah, 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 blah. And they're reporting people who are dying of other causes as people who are dying of the CV-19, which is total bullshit. There's no reason to frost coat those numbers. Give the actual numbers. And start saying, okay, well, yeah, some of these people died of something else, something they've had for years, or others died of cancer, or blah. Don't say it's all due to CV-19. Especially if the person died in a car accident and they got 2 arms missing from the wreck, and then that was because of CV-19. My ass. Report the right news, the real news. And we're sick of it. Mainstream media is full of shit. And people will be fighting back against this system. And I cannot wait until people get the balls to get together and class action lawsuit the mainstream media for their reporting. There is nothing they can do to stop thousands of people from filing lawsuits against them. They aren't going to be able to cover it up. And the real news will report, so you'll be safe. So you can lawsuit it up with these idiots. They're terrorists. They're using terrorist tactics to scare everybody. And they don't have the knowledge to do it. They don't have a fucking PhD. They're not doctors. They're just reporting what other people are saying. They're not reporting the facts. Have more doctors talk on the subject. Let them pacify the situation and let people don't worry. Just be safe. Social distancing. Don't get in large groups for right now. Don't report everything as if it's doom and gloom and everyone's going to die. I mean, unfortunately, there might be a large asteroid heading for our planet, but that's no way to cover it up. But like I said, once again, it's my opinion. All right. So let's see if we got our friends here, because our friends do want to speak. And you might not want to hear them speak, but here we go.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? I just want you to know I'm pretty good. I've got my vapor rub. I got a doctor nearby because my bear squatch was getting a little right because I was pounding them with a banana. Put one in both ends. There we go. Oh, no, I don't want one in my mouth. Just put one in my backside and my front side. Oh, I love the banana. So there you go. So I've been in the house too long, but I got a whole bunch of banana. Yeah.
She got her bananas. It's pretty cool. She got her bananas and stuff. And that makes it nice for Bubbles because she leaves Bubbles alone. And Bubbles doesn't have to get any of that stinky bear squatch because I'm sick of the flies around my head. And I don't want to get my fuck the police mask dirty. You know that, right? And that makes Bubbles a happy potato. And there's the brainwashed tooting chicken troll. He uses his beak as a mask. As you can see, it's got a little piece of Velcro and some elastic on it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I want you to know something. The eagle's telling you something that you need to know. Always follow the eagle because that eagle knows something. This isn't a joke. And neither is the no recent activity troll. The no recent activity troll is terrible.
And welcome again to Slap Daddy-O's, where we make the finest of pizza pie.
Well, there's old Taxi 7 got wiped out by Taxi 8. We knew that was going to happen.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's here, and we're glad to see you, and we hope you're happy, healthy, and eating well, and get some fresh air. Remember, don't bottle yourself up inside your house unless you can open the windows at least to get some air flowing through, because that just builds up germs. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Being cooped up can cause other things, other issues. Think about it.
Well, as you see, the bear knows something too. And Bubbles is still wearing his FTP mask. And I'm here. You also notice he touches his face. Let 4 other people touch and wait. Oh, yes. You're right. I noticed they stand a little close, too, on the podium. You know, and once again, I say, how in the fuck can you practice social distancing or enforce social distancing if you're not socially distancing yourself from people while you're telling people to social distance themselves from people? And if that didn't make sense, I'm sorry. But the fact is the social distancing thing, you know, maybe they need to practice it. In order for us to believe that it's important, they need to practice it. Now, did I notice the reporters in the audience? Yes, I did. They have a chair or two between them now. So they're socially distanced, not by much, but they're still in a stuffy room full of smug. And the so-called public officials are still standing next to each other, and I guess naturally it's an instinct. They naturally tap each other on the shoulder and shit. So how can you tell me to practice social distancing when you can't do it yourself live on national television? How in the fuck am I supposed to believe a hypocrite? Just a question. Yep. So anything, I guess I should probably look at this chat. I've missed a lot of things that are being said here. Oh, yeah. What about the planes? Well, planes actually have pretty good ventilation. They filter out the air. Yeah, there will be, Craig Terrell, there will be more trains carrying equipment soon. You are 100% correct. They've been pretty busy lately. We've been watching it, and we're getting about 10 trains a day instead of our normal 3. So that is a increase. Yes, a huge increase. We're going to say a 70% increase, okay? Big Tim Hill News is laughing. Of course. AL SoCal, hello. Hot Rod J21, hello. If I missed anyone, please say, hey, fucker, you missed me. Because I am just talking and I can't see and talk at the same time. See, I can't do more than one. It's like walking and chewing bubble gum. I'm not really good at it. It's not one of my skills, okay? I can't walk and chew bubble gum. So talking and reading are 2 different things too, but I can do it if I guess I'm paying attention. But you can see I'm an old guy, so I have an excuse. I'm an old guy. There it is. Okay.
And I'm a head in a jar, floating around a brain pea and energy drink. And I'm sorry I just jumped into the screen like this. And if you backed up, you were smart. You didn't want to get none of my cough on you, because I don't want to give you that virus, because what I have is unknown.
Don't ask. I'm going to have another sip of this silver. With the liquor stores being closed down in our area, I have to drink beer. I'm not a beer person. I just want you to know that. I'll drink a beer like on a hot sunny day or something when I'm out at the grill. I don't mind a beer. But I personally prefer my bourbon or vodka. Even freaking cheap whiskey would make me happy right now, but I'm drinking beer. For some reason, they said that the beverages, the beer stores were essential, and the liquor stores weren't. The liquor store in our area was one of the busiest stores in the area. To me, that was a pretty essential business in the area, and I feel bad for those that are cut off cold turkey. You know, I hope they bought huge supplies because it happened quick. They didn't tell us when it was going to happen. One day you went there and got some and said, I guess I'll get an extra gallon or 2. Next day you went and there was no more to get. They were closed. Okay? And if you know anything about people who like to drink or have a drink with a meal or drink period, you know, a lot of times the alcohol don't last as long as you think. And now that you're cooped up inside your house, you got to sue the government because, well, you're all becoming alcoholics anyway because you're drinking more than you normally would because you're in the house longer than normal. So now you got to have a class action suit against the government for turning America into a bunch of alcoholics. Hypothetically, of course. Keep everything in the top of your head. The only opportunity you will have when this is over is if you use your brain. Because it's going to take too long to recuperate from all of the losses. Plain and simple. It is going to take a long time. I haven't had a grown-up drink this year so far. Craig Terrell, I am proud of you, and you are one lucky person. Because unfortunately, I've been a grown-up a long time, and I don't remember, even when I was a kid, not having a grown-up drink. So in over 50 years, I'm pretty sure I've had over 50 grown-up drinks. I won't even try to do the math on that, and I won't give you my configuration. In other words, each year was just drinking. I like to embellish myself in a little bit of adult beverages. I don't do it to the point of sickness or drunkenness. I did that when I was young. I'm not young anymore. I'm not going to go out and just get loaded. You know, every time I get loaded, I either have kids or Mama Cookie wakes up with a smile on her face, and that is just not allowed in my house. I don't need her smiling because then I just gave her a reason to stay. What the fuck was I thinking? I didn't freeze. No. That was all part of the show. That's the way it goes. But I see I've dropped down to 6 people, so evidently my banter is not worth listening to, or somebody else came on that was much more important than old Bouncer Slab. You know, I appreciated the ones that did come in. It was really cool, and I only wanted to make a short stream just to make some people forget about what was going on in the world today. I don't really want to talk about politics and religion. I've done enough of that tonight. But if you're religious, you're religious. If you're political, you're political. And that's the way it goes. Now, as far as the other 6 people who left the stream, you know, if you think cruising around and looking for people to sub to you and that's more important than life itself, you got a fucking sickness. Okay? So if you're here to pick up subs, fuck you. You know? Who cares? Live, enjoy life, get out, get some exercise, fresh air. Fuck your count. Fuck your subs. Fuck your views. Fuck them all. Just take a day or 2 off. Relax. Get rid of the stress in your head that you gotta grow and grow and grow and grow. It's not important, folks. It's not important. Growing is the most unimportant thing on YouTube unless you are making your living off of it, which you better have 100,000 subs or more you want to make a living off it because you ain't going to do it like Green Boy Whack Job and his 7,000 followers, you know. He begs to get his money. He needs to think of something else. I'm pretty sure he needs to just, I don't know. Fuck. I don't even know where to go with it. His products aren't anything great. So to buy something, a sticker or a hat or a shirt or something off the idiot, it's just a fucking waste of time. You can go to the store and get fucking 5 of them for the same price and be just as happy without bragging that you're part of the Green Boy Whack Job family. Take that money and go to the store and get some shirts. Get a whole package of shirts. Half the price. 1/3 of the price. Fuck that one shirt. Tells you you're doing a pterodactyl dance and you're retarded. And yeah, I said retarded. Remember, there's different definitions for everything. Don't take it the wrong way. You know? And then you got your Taxi 7, the holier than art thou, fella. who one day everything was good and grand, and next day, go look at his old videos. The guy was a fucking joke and an asshole. All of a sudden, he's a religious fucking person, and he's going to use his channel to grow and grow and grow through religion, and as long as you can donate to him, his channel will grow. No, your channel will grow without people donating to you. You know? I didn't want 100 fucking friends on my channel, and I got 2,000 plus. And I've never asked anyone for a penny. You do not need to get people's money to grow your channel. You need to give people the same respect that they give you. If they're dicks, be a dick. If they're kind, be kind. If they're kind dicks, be a kind dick. Generally, I treat everyone equal, the same. You know, I might say something bad to you, but I'm going to take it back because, you know, it was uncalled for. It was just part of my show. I'm not out here to hurt anyone's feelings, like when I said the word retard. You know, there's things called fire retardant. Nobody gets mad at fire retardant, that term. Or exhaust retarder. Nobody gets mad at that. So why would you get mad at me for using the word retard? Because I'm a retard. We all have a special need. Every one of us. We are all different. We are all individual. Like me, my eyes are retarded. I can't see really well anymore. So I have retarded eyes. Don't like the term? Suck it. I don't care. I'm using it the way I want to. Freedom of speech. This is America. If you don't like it, blow bubbles. Yes, only sissies get feeling hurt. But, you know, you can also say that they all get their butt hurt anyway. Especially if they're afraid or they don't understand. They become butt-hurt idiots. And there's nothing worse than a brainwashed tooting chicken with a butt that hurts, literally. Because that means that brainwashed tooting chicken's been blowing ass way too much. Soft spots in their head. Still widow babies. Widow baby twos. Yeah. That's the way it is. Because the 8-ball says that's the way it is. Widow baby twos. Begging for money because they don't know any other way to make a living except if you pay for their living. You gotta pay for their way. You gotta pay them so they can survive. And you gotta dwell on the fact that they're having a tough time surviving without your help. No, fucking it's bullshit. You don't have to dwell on it. You need to worry about yourself, your own family, your own relatives, whatever, whoever you're closest to. That's who you need to worry about. Don't worry about total strangers out there begging for money. Screw them all. Who cares? You got an emergency, it'll be taken care of. There's plenty of organizations out there for idiots. Do it on your own. Don't expect other people to suffer to make you happy. I'm sick of the e-beggars. I've had enough. But it's not e-begging if they give us their money. They gave it to us free of will. Yeah, after you've been in their head for fucking months and you keep putting shit in their head until they fucking are brainwashed and they give up their money, and then when they need it, they don't have anything. Fuck that. Take your e-begging and shove it up your ass. There, I said it. Shove your e-begging up your ass. You don't like it? Come get some, motherfucker. I've invited you before. You know who you are. I'm sick of seeing bad things happen to good people because people who claim to be good people are doing bad things. I say it as it is. Deal with it. And back to the story. So anyway, the world around us has changed. It's not that it is changing, it is that it has changed drastically. Important part to remember is if you have kindness in your heart, share your kindness with those closest to you, your own family, people who have done things for you in the past. Not people who have claimed that they have done things for others in the past with no proof. But they said they did it, and because they said it online, it's evidently true, but they're full of shit. Like old Taxi 7, an old green boy whack job. Don't do it. Don't do it. Help yourself. Help your family. It's time to batten down the hatches and get your head out of your ass and worry about yourself. Not these idiots who are e-begging. I got back on that track pretty easy, didn't I? E-begging just burns me up inside. Everyone has the ability to survive without begging. Everyone. Seems like it changes every 20 years. It changes every day. We just don't realize it. Well, everything changes. I'm coughing, I'm touching my face. Man. Actually, my allergy started here yesterday a little bit. I was out and I ended up getting a little bit of pollen on me, I guess. The pollen's been coming out pretty good. I usually deal with it 3 times a year, mostly in the spring, and it usually lasts for about a week at a shot, but I'm good about it. No big deal. I eat healthy. You know, you've seen some of my videos. Not always healthy looking food, but I eat healthy. I take care of myself. I drink plenty of water. Very important. Drink plenty of clean, potable water. You know, try to stay away from the fluoridated water. Too much fluoride can cause internal organ damage. So I've heard. And just be yourself. Be happy. Love your family. Do things with your family. Forget about the people that you don't know, that you think you know because you spend time around them on chat, like me. I mean, of course, I don't ask for anything. You just come here for entertainment. Entertainment's important. Turtle organ damage, Hot Rod. Yeah, it could cause turtle organ. You're right. Chlorine could destroy, you know that. Any amphibian gets their insides changed. They could have all kinds of bad effects from chlorine and fluoride. So if it hurts them, what can it do to us? You know? I love turtles, by the way. If you go back, Hot Rod, you'll see that you're not the only one who's into turtles. Mama Cookie and I have some box turtle videos, and we have a weird turtle that I still never found out what it was. I've asked various people. It was a kind of a weird one. You just have to go back in our videos and check it out. And once again, my videos are posted and they are free. You don't have to pay nothing. You know that. Nobody has to pay to be here. You know? If you want to throw the bear a banana once in a while, the bear likes bananas. Just say, give the bear a banana, and I'll give the bear the banana for you, and it won't cost you a cent. But I will not record the bear getting the banana. That's just nasty. We don't need to see a bear squatch absorbing a banana. That would be gross. It would hurt my stuffings. And if I was a teddy bear, it would hurt my stuffing so bad. So anyway, I just came on to be on for a little bit and say hello and give you my point of view on things. And yes, if you have noticed the tone of the President of the United States and all the people around his Corona squad, they have changed their tune. When you hear people's voices change, you see their facial expressions change, and you see the hands coming down when they talk instead of being up all the time. They have become submissive, which means there is an issue. There is a problem. Or there's a worse problem that you're not knowing about yet. So please keep that in mind. Watch people's body language. It's important. I studied it. I'm really good at it. And the moment I saw the facial expressions change and the hands getting lower, I noticed submission. In other words, that's called fear. Okay? They have fear of this disease, this virus, not disease, it's a virus. And when you're Head government officials are afraid of it. In reality now, they're showing it. It's time to worry. It's time to be afraid. It's time to practice that social distancing, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to wash those hands with soap and water as much as possible. Wash your face, shower clean while you have running water. Do it. Wash your laundry. Clean your house as much as you can. Mop your floors, wipe your counters, do your dishes. Get it all done. This is an order. But you don't have to follow it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go. I just wanted to come in and say hello to everyone. You can say hello to each other if you wish. I didn't really want to be crazy here. I just wanted to be me. So say hello and goodbye to each other, and hopefully you catch each other's channels. And if you leave a comment on one of my videos and I find it, I will, of course, come back and find your channel and leave comments on your videos. If you do not have comments and I am not subscribed to you, I will subscribe to you. Just leave a comment so I know you were there, and I will find your channel. And I would hope the same for each and every one of you to each other, although, like I said, the numbers and the growth is unimportant. Later, Hot Rod J21, Moreno Valley News. Have a good night. I'm glad you guys stuck around. SC, thank you for sticking around. And you know, as always, this isn't the last video that Bouncer's putting out there. Live stream, whatever you want to call it. But I hope I made a couple of points clear tonight. And please, be good to each other. Share that love inside of your heart that you wish that people would share for you, and maybe they will return the favor. In other words, do unto others as they do unto you. Have a good night, everyone. We will talk to you later, and goodbye. Later, Craig Terrell.